water afterwards. You want to get rid of it so that there's no evil energy around.
But in order to be healed, the stricken Amish must be a true believer in the power of Braha.
I guess they don't realize to full extent what witchcraft actually is.
Since I've been in LA, the demons have been coming back out around me. Some people use candles to chase spirits away. The smoke actually kind of allows the spirit to come in and have access to you. I don't know if you've ever heard of like having sex with something, like literally in your sleep, and you wake up and you're like, whoa, what just happened? You have sex with Satan. It just felt like a freaking snake went up my
I don't know what the hell this girl's talking about.
Betsy, she's one weird.
Have sex with Satan.
I don't talk about this stuff around too many people because it is very creepy and a lot of people can't sleep for days if you talk to them about it. Everybody in this world should know that witchcraft exists because Satan's everywhere in this world.
In my opinion, the art of Pennsylvania Dutch hex signs or barn signs began in Germany with carvings of this nature, the single rosette, carved in the lintels of buildings, carved into cupboards, carved into chairs, carved into furniture. They were used on tombstones back into ancient Christendom.
They say that I'm a witch.
I always wanted to be a witch because I thought that being a witch was the absolute most fun thing you could be on Halloween, and I didn't want to go as a hot dog or a box of Kleenex. You know, I wanted to be a witch because that was the most fun, and the dripping black sleeves and everything, and the hat. You know, this all went with, this was a style I thought was just absolutely great. And that, you know, continued right into my life. You know, I wear black because I love it, not because it's witchy. I have a lot of more important things that I could worry about besides people thinking that I'm a witch. You know, all you have to do is come by my house, drop in. There's no like owls up there, you know, and you know, it's silly. I only had a few lines. It was fantastic, but I can't really tell you anything else. But it was.
Sure you can.
I know, I can't. It's very secretive. It's a very secret society.
Very secret society.
And I love being a part of it, and it scares me a little bit, but
the show scares you?
It's a little, yeah, it does.
Yeah,
it's pretty funky, scary, and you know, and Ryan is just a mad genius. Why I relate to it and why I relate to Glee is because I think that Ryan just writes about misfits, whether they're kids that don't fit in high school or whether they're witches that don't fit into society.
Most people who get to know us realize what we're doing is a very positive thing, that we're working with the energies of the earth, that we're very much tuned into a love consciousness, that we're seeking to do those kinds of things that religions all around the world have at their very essence, which is working with healing, working with love, working with achieving an inner balance and an inner communion with the divine.
Oceans of the waters within our minds and our bodies.
Spirit of South,
bring us intuition.
Arise in us.
For this circle.
Consecrate this temple of the earth.
And tie his wrists.
Tie his wrists.
Then we lay him down and disappear.
When becoming a witch, the candidate's earthly name is replaced by a magical one. For Francis, it will be Usna, and his first ordeal is of earth.
The ancient altar from nearly all faiths was the female's womb. Having her lie in a pentagram position with 5 red candles around her, which do represent the very strong male element, creates, if you like, a procreative field to where a doll can be born. And the doll is nothing more than a symbolism of a human being.
And they take care of business, whatever the women in particular need.
You who circle the world with your oceans, sweet mermaids, sweet nereids, who swim within you, swim in our blood, embolden us.
Do you believe in witchcraft and magic and all those sorts of things?
No, I can't really say I do. I really don't think that witches and witchcraft exists anymore these days.
What about things like witchcraft? Do you think that's an evil thing that people should stay clear of?
No, I don't, not at all. I believe in witchcraft and Antichrist and all that. Most people I know believe in the Antichrist and worship the devil.
Really?
So...
these witches say they're the real deal, casting spells.
Get back, go away, never to return.
And learning new ones.
It's love, it's sex, it's God, it's art. It's that passion in our blood. That's our fire. That's in the South.
Looks like any other neighborhood in the Hollywood Hills, but when the sun starts to come down, this house becomes a school for witches.
And I know that if you give me a chance, sir, I can deliver his soul.
The fiery underworld was never cooler than when Ratpacker Sammy Davis Jr. went straight to hell as one of Satan's minions in Poor Devil. And Lucifer was played by none other than horror movie legend Christopher Lee.
And hell has no better prospect than a good man scorned.
Today we're in Victoria, BC, and this is one of my favorite cities to visit in all of Canada. In the 1800s, full of brothels and opium epidemics, and all kinds of strange things took place here. But most notably, there is a giant history with the occult and esotericism. If you look around this city, it's loaded full of esoteric bookstores, metaphysical shops. We have this reputation of the place, not only because it has been said that it has the second highest population in the world of practicing Satanists and witches next to Geneva, Switzerland.
But did you know that Victoria is the Satanist capital of the world?
I did know that.
I did know that too. I've chosen not to really fully commit to believing it, but I started hearing that years and years ago when my older sister, read the book Michelle Remembers.
Yeah, that was released in 1980.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently because of that book, it sort of alluded to all these Satanist abuse and rituals in Victoria, and as a result, people read that and thought, well, we'll come here. And as far as I know, I haven't read it. My wife's read it. As far as I know, most of it's been debunked or proven impossible. But if you're a Satanist, don't get mad at me. I'm not saying it isn't true.
You don't want
I'm
them
just
mad at
saying
you.
that I've heard that, right? So apparently that attracted a lot of people here. And that book, Michelle Remembers, was all about the account of a person who went under hypnosis. Another interesting one is apparently it's rumored that our abundance of rabbits was the result of the Order of the Dragons group attempting to breed a type of animal that would allow individuals with higher blood potency to feed off of them.
One more story about this very fascinating place that will give you a little glimpse into the occult side of Victoria. A few years ago, I was visiting someone out here in a place called Esquimalt, and they were up in an apartment building, and I parked my car around the back of this apartment. So I go up to visit them, and after I'm leaving out downstairs to leave out the back parking lot, and this guy had a very peculiar landlady who was in her 80s. And this lady had tattoos all over her and these cataract type of eyes that were really cloudy and very white looking. And she had this look to her that looked like the old witch from Snow White, from Disney's Snow White. Anyhow, as I see her on this other occasion we were visiting, I was leaving out this back parking lot, and as I came out there, it was absolutely strange because there she was with an inverted pentagram around her neck in a room full of people in all black with this dragon-looking athabe that they were holding it up chanting, and there was candles all around by the laundry room. And not only that, but she had Baphomet and all sorts of tattoos on her with inverted pentagrams. So it really leads me to thinking that what they say about Victoria and there being a high population of Satanism, ritualistic behavior, Wicca, magic, all sorts of interesting things does go on. Is it the energy here? Are there vortexes and ley lines, as they say?